President Joe Biden declared on Friday that the Equal Rights Amendment, ERA, is ratified, officially incorporating its provisions into the Constitution. This unexpected move is seen by some as a potential step towards strengthening reproductive rights. However, it is expected to trigger legal challenges, and its future remains uncertain as Biden's term nears its end. The ERA, originally passed by Congress in 1972, guarantees equal rights for women. To become a constitutional amendment, it requires ratification by 3/4 of the states, or 38 states. Virginia became the 38th state to ratify the amendment in 2020, after it had remained inactive for decades. Biden's announcement signifies his belief that the ERA is now the 28th Amendment. The next procedural step would involve Dr. Colleen Shogan, the U.S. Archivist, certifying and publishing the amendment. In his statement, Biden emphasized, "It is long overdue to recognize the will of the American people. Upholding my duty to the Constitution and the country, I affirm that the 28th Amendment is the law of the land, ensuring equal rights and protections for all Americans regardless of sex." According to a senior administration official, Biden is not enacting executive action, but is expressing his view that the amendment is ratified. The official noted that Biden aligns with constitutional scholars and the American Bar Association in considering the ERA as the 28th Amendment. However, legal experts argue that the issue is complex. The ratification deadline has passed, and 5 states have rescinded their approvals, raising questions about the validity of ratifying the amendment so long after its initial passage. Biden's stance relies on the American Bar Association's opinion, which highlights that the ERA's text does not include a time limit and that the Constitution does not allow states to retract their ratifications. Dr. Shogan, tasked with publishing the amendment, stated in December that due to existing legal and procedural rulings, the amendment could not be certified. This view is supported by the Office of Legal Counsel at the Department of Justice, which in 2020 and 2022 affirmed the enforceability of ratification deadlines. The National Archives, directed to Shogan's previous statements, reaffirmed their position that the ERA could not be certified under the current legal framework. The senior administration official acknowledged that the courts would ultimately decide the amendment's fate. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand has been advocating for the ERA's certification, suggesting it could solidify women's rights without relying on Congress. This follows the 2022 Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade, after which the Biden administration took various executive actions to protect abortion rights. However, comprehensive legislation from Congress remains unlikely.